How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast. Today I want to handle up on something that's been bothering me for a while, and that's interacting with this access terminal and these project tables. There exists a module in Applied Energistics that is called the crafting terminal. And there's actually two ways to craft in Applied Energistics. There is the crafting terminal, which I believe is basically it's a 3x3 crafting GUI, but it has all of this on top of it, and you would just drag things into it. And it would be like if all of this inventory was in the bottom of this crafting table. So I can just build as many as I need, throw all the stuff back in, and go about my business. And that would be amazing because I wouldn't have to have all these different project tables. I could just have one and then my Emmy crafting terminal. There is another thing that is called, it's actually a multi-block structure. It's assembly container wall, heat vents, it's 4 different parts. I can't remember what they're all called. But you build it in the world at least 3x3 large, and you can store recipes in it. And what that would do is, let's say I made a recipe for, I don't know, advanced circuits. I could go in here, look up advanced circuits, and let's say I had one in here, and it would be right here. There'd be another button that says craft, and I could click that, and it would craft one, or it would craft however many I told it to craft, and then I could take them out and put them in inventory. So that's just another facet of the Emmy crafting system. But that's a little more complicated, and I don't think I'm going to get into that because I don't really need it. But it would be something to look at in the future. Another thing I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to set up an export bus, because I found out that instead of having to mess around with the red power stuff and doing all kinds of crazy things, I can actually just run a wire over here and have an export bus hooked up to this thing here and just say keep it full of saplings, and then this will stay full of saplings all the time. I might also be able to do it with compost, and then I could just make like 1,000 compost and call it a day and not have to worry about it for a very long time. But I'm gonna also do that. Let's check on these. These are doing good. Let's see. Yeah, my turtle is working splendidly. There was something I didn't think about. Whenever you log off of the game, you close the game, whenever you start it back up again, he doesn't know to start mining again. I could code that in there, but it's a lot of work, and it would take a lot more time, and a lot more time than it's really worth. Honestly, I got in the game, I realized when I got in the game, I was like, wait a minute, he's not going to know where he is or what to do. So I ran down there and I just moved him back and started him over, and he does just fine. Just whenever you log in, if you're using that turtle, just go put him back at the beginning so he can mine and then go to the chest. But let's get started. Let's start off with the crafting terminal. That's just an access terminal, a storage cell, some iron, glass, and a crafting table. Pretty easy. Let's make the access terminal first. For that we need a conversion matrix, which is one of these. I think I already have one of those crafted. Yeah, I already have one of those. So let's... where is it? Access terminal. Bam, bam. And I'll need some more iron. That's okay, because I have so much iron. It's not even funny. I think I have like 769 iron dust, which might lead me to make the railcraft tanks, because those cost a lot of iron, but that's not an issue right now. So there's the conversion matrix. Next we'll need an Emmy cable, iron, and glass. I think I have Emmy cables in my bag. Yeah, I'll need to make more of those anyway. There we go. Emmy cable, conversion matrix, glass, and iron. There's the access terminal. Next we'll need a crafting table. There we go. What else do we need? We need a storage cell, which is just a basic processor, 4 quartz and 4 redstone. All pretty easy. I don't think I have any quartz. I think I might have to... oh, nope, I have just enough. I do need to compress some quartz though. I'm running out. I have all kinds of quartz dust because I found that if you silk touch the quartz blocks and then you pulverize them, you get 10 quartz dust instead of the couple, like the 4 you get from doing the quartz crystals. So I've been doing that. My cave world is super full of quartz, so that hasn't been an issue. And more iron and glass. Easy peasy. Bam. ME crafting terminal. Nice. That didn't take long at all. Let's break this. Oh, is it a pickaxe? Yep. There we go. Slap that down. And there we go. Perfect. Can I use this as a... Oh, look, I don't even have to use this access terminal anymore. I could actually swap them and put the crafting terminal here. So let's actually... Yeah, let's remove these. Oh, geez. I forgot about that. Let's put the crafting terminal here because we don't need both of them. They're going to drain power and I don't need two. So there we go. Actually, we could probably set the anvil right there. Not that I use my anvil anyway. I haven't used it once. There we go. We don't really need all these project tables now. Let's just throw everything in here. Sticks, wood. Okay. Disk drive and glass. Let's just break all these. There's no reason for me to carry these around anymore. The minium stone I'll hold on to because that's a tool and I like keeping tools on me. There, put that in there. In my tools bag. And now we have an extra access terminal that can actually go in here in our machines and stuff cabinet. But now we have that, so let's give it a try. Let's look up Emmy cables. Oops. Emmy Cable. Oh, how do you dye them? Oh, that's cool. You can color coordinate your cables. I like that. So the Emmy cable is... No, you're not going to show me how to make it? Ah, a quartz fiber and 2 redstone. A quartz fiber is 3 quartz dust and some glass. So if we go into here and we look up quartz, and we look up glass, Now I can just make a whole bunch of these. So let's just make those. And now we can look up... How do you... I guess there's not a way to highlight everything. Control A works. So we'll just have to Control A it. Then we need redstone. I have plenty of that. Let's just go ahead and make a bunch of it. There we go. Now we need an ME export bus. I would use an ME storage bus for anything else because the ME storage bus can import and export. But for this, I can just use the export bus. Export being the export import referring to the system. So our ME system would be exporting saplings and what's it called? Compost. So this is just an ME interface, a cable, a piston, and 2 iron ingots. The ME interface is a conversion matrix, iron glass, and cables. Conversion matrix is the processor. Okay, so we need an ME processor, quartz, and redstone. This is so much nicer. Oops, is it? Oh. It's iron, not... There we go, that's what I needed. And then a cable, iron, and glass. Cable, iron, and glass. Oops, can't type. Did I do that wrong? Yep, sure did. Iron. Boop. ME interface. Now we need a piston that I have somewhere. Man, I need to remember this recipe. Iron, cable, interface, piston. Iron, cable, interface, and I think I've put the pistons in here. Yep. There we go, Emmy export bus. Now we need these cables. Why is it? Let's see. I can just hook this up to cables, right? Yeah, it's connected. Okay. There we go. So let's go over here. What's this? Probably bounce down the stairs. It's kind of funny. Let's see. I should be able to hook this directly to the front of here. I might have meant to craft the import bus. Let's see. No, because this is the import bus. That's what I wanted. I just might not be able to... Let's see. It might not connect to this machine. I forgot what tool I use for this mod. Is it the screwdriver? No. Is it the wrench? Yes, it is. There we go. Is that it? Let's see. I think it's supposed to change graphics. No? Alright, I guess it's good. Let's test it out. Let's just hook it to the system over here until we are sure that it works. There we go. And let's do saplings. Move single item. Now let's take all this out and see if it works. Yep, there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. And what would be really cool... Ooh, I have an idea. Yep, just like that. Perfect. Let's see, 19 units right now. I want to see if it takes more energy to actually move stuff around. Nope, it takes the same amount of energy to move things as it does to not. So perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Now we have to... We can take these hoppers off because they're so ugly. Gross. What else can we set up? We could set up it to keep compost in here as well. Now there's... Let's take all the compost out. Let's put one more in there. And let's put all of it in here and see if it moves it. Awesome. That's so good. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay. I will have to move it. I'll probably have it run under. How to do this? Because I would like to have a storage monitor, and what the storage monitor does is it shows how many of an item you have, and I'd like to hook it up right here and tell me how many saplings I have, and maybe how much compost. So I could run by and I could see, oh look, I'm running out of compost, let me go make some more. Let's see. Okay. Another thing I'd like to do is set up a level indicator here and get this to turn these engines off when this is done. I'd also like to make a magma crucible so I can keep these full of lava, but that'll be later because it's not really necessary right now. So let's clean this up a little bit. Let's make this pretty. Chop this wall down. There we go. I will have to run this a different direction. See, I'm actually going to put it here because these don't require any input other than liquid. So I can put this here. There we go. And I can take one of these. There we go. And now it'll keep it full. Okay, so let's dig under here. I don't think panels work on Emmy Cable. I think it builds outside the block. Yeah, it's not like Red Power. Okay, so that's out of the question. Let's get these cables. Let's hook it up under here. Let's move this lever. There you go. Nope. Build. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Now that should keep that stocked. Let's make sure it's working. Yep, working beautifully. Boop, boop, boop. I need some... Oh, I have all kinds of stone brick. Nice. And my wood, because I love this wood. There we go. That's all prettied up. That's going to stay fully stocked. Now let's make... I'd like to make an Emmy storage monitor, but I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I could put it in front of this thing. There are cables here. That wouldn't be that hard. But I just don't want it to look bad. Let's see how this works without this water here. Gimme. Can you keep up? No. If you don't have two sources of water, it runs out real fast. Yeah, you have to have two sources of water. Let's see. I think this is about the best system we could get. I could, actually, I don't, why is the aqueous accumulator right here? It doesn't have to be. Why don't we just move it? It could be back there. And I could just pipe the water up to the front. Yeah, this aqueous accumulator does not have to be right here. Let's put it right here. Much better. Now I can hide it. Because I really hate these things. They're so ugly. The water they require anyway is ugly. So let's just drop this right here. And now we can... Actually, do I have any liquiduct? I only have 4 liquiducts, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use stone waterproof pipe. Because that's enough. There we go. Now this should have no problem keeping up. And now I can have my storage monitor right there. Awesome. That looks good. Let's run some cable. There we go. These are going to fill up with water. I might need to use liquiducts. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have enough. Let's use liquiducts just so it's not all messed up. Sploosh. There we go. Perfect. Liquiducts are so awesome. Perfect. And I think, are liquiducts red power? I can't remember. No, they're not. They're something else. I don't know what mod they're in. But let's build the ME storage monitor. The life of a YouTuber. I just did this, what you see in front of me, and I wasn't recording. So basically what I did, I'm gonna have to give you a recap. Man, that makes me mad. I don't do it very often, but when I do it hard. See, I finished everything. But what I did is I went and I built some storage monitors. I just had to build a couple of things. They're very easy to make. Storage monitors. There we go. It's just glass, iron, cable, and a level emitter. The level emitter is just a processor, redstone, 2 iron, and a cable. I just made 2 of those, really simple. What's cool about these storage monitors is you take items from your, whatever, your existence. Oh man, too fast. And you can right-click these storage monitors with an item, and it'll show you how much item how much of that item you have in your system. So what I did is I just took this extension right here and I moved it up here. I originally put it here, but I didn't like the way it looked. So now we have a nice easy way to look at the number of saplings and the number of compost we have. And one other thing I did is I made 500 compost, just so we don't have to worry about it. What else did I say? I said that, oh, we'll need to hook up some level emitters to this because this thing fills up faster than this can use it, and you see that drains. So I just have these running. But since I have so much iron, what I'll probably do is I'll probably change these to railcraft tanks. I'm not sure if there are like level gauges or what, but I'll have to, I'm wondering how I'm going to do this, because I want this, I want to know that when this is full, to turn these engines off. And when this is full, turn these engines off. So it's real simple. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I'll probably have to use liquid detectors from, Zycraft. And another thing, I'm going to hook up a magma crucible with another one of these export buses with cobblestone. And we're going to, or is it netherrack? It's one of the two. But we're going to make a lava generation for these guys. So them flipping on and off doesn't hurt us. But that's all the time I have for today, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Aaron, and I'll see you next time.